G'day guys, welcome back to another Bro Tries New Things gaming vlog. And today we are doing another flight simulator video, and we are flying from Morwell, Victoria, and we are going to fly over my hometown of Rawson, Erica, Wahala. Show you sort of where I grew up. Then I'm going to swing back around across Eula North, where I spent most of my weekends, and then across into Maui, where I went to school and then later worked before I moved to New South Wales. So we're going to just get our airport up here. Bear with me because I haven't started this right. Yeah, let's get the video started on the computer. I'll just move you out of the way. Okay, so now that I've got the video going, we're going to start off at the Latrobe Valley. Okay, so we're going to change the time back to 11 o'clock, so it's daylight again. Hopefully it was a nice day there today because we don't want it to be too cloudy. I will be flying the Padia Aviation bush plane again. It is my choice of plane. Okay, let's get going. Let's get these. Okay, so we're currently loading. As you know from last time, it does take a while. So, Morwell is somewhere I sort of steer cleared of because it was known for getting your shit stolen. Okay.
Yankee Lima Tango Victor Tree straight out departure.
So we're at the Morwell Airport. It's getting on to the runway. Okay, we're going to take the handbrake off, wind a little bit of throttle in, have our flaps ready to go, up we go, not the straightest takeoffs, but fine, start climbing. Airport, regional hospital over there, the Sub Regional Hospital. It's just there. I was the caretaker there for a long time. Did a lot of garden work there. You haven't really seen funny until you have to take a lawnmower inside through a hospital into a courtyard to mow the lawn, and people look at you quite funny when you're not allowed to take the wheel. You're not meant to take a lawnmower in there, so you got to put it in a wheelbarrow and wheelbarrow it through. It's quite funny. So we're just going to head over this way and sort of head towards my hometown. So we're sort of going towards Tyres. You see the Liang Power Station over in the background. Power stations in Gippsland, in the Latrobe Valley. You see the Yulon Power Station over this way somewhere as well.
communication. Fighting 1 radar, contact 2 miles northeast. Yankee Lima Tango Victor, 900 feet, QNH 101 trade.
No, just by looking at it without being there, we've got the Trobe River down there, but this mountain over here will be Mount Borbor, so we want to go over here. So we put our flaps up finally and go a bit faster, crank it up, so we're doing 150 kilometres, we're going to crank it up to about 300 kilometres per hour, so we get there nice and quick. Once we get there, I'll lower it back down and give it a good look. Down over the quarry, so once upon a time that was a car class. Lots of paddocks. We've got Trelvin in the background over that way and more one on that side. So one of my good friends used to live just under us here, around this sort of area. Give you a hint. They had a crocodile as a pet. You tell me what I'm talking about. This is the Yulon of Quarry. Yulon Quarry. Everyone discovered big burnouts just near the quarry. Lots of dumped cars there, stolen cars. Mundo Dam, I believe. Hello. So it's annoying when it doesn't show up down, but I'm pretty sure this is North Mandara. Should run me through till I get to Erica. But I could be wrong. I have lived up here for over 10 years now, and I have not flown over Gippsland, so I'm just going off memory. you want to look at it. Down now at Rawson, this is where I grew up. So I lived around here somewhere. This is the oval, cricket oval, and the swimming pool. And the old cradle lake. Let's go around park underneath us, set all our pushy jumps out here, and we'll go over to Walhalla. Which you will see is literally in the gully. But they don't do it dirty on here. That's where I learned how to drive a car. All these bendy corners. One day I will drift the whole road. One day. This is Walhalla. This is under us. This is Walhalla. So when I say it's on the bush, this is what I mean. You can see the houses underneath. That's it. A little bit more up here. So the old cemetery's up there. And there's an old cricket ground on top of that hill. See if we can see the cricket ground. It's down. So he's going to be part of a movie soon, Liam Neeson movie, Ice Road Truckers or something. Ice Road or something. Number 2. He's going to star Liam Neeson in it. It's filmed here. Part of it anyway. So I'm not sure. Oh, there's a quick round over there. So it's taken a whole day to walk up. So we used to come from all around and walk up to this cricket ground to play cricket. That is the Walhalla cricket ground just there. Really bend it.
Sail approach Payne Aviation, November 90451. Is type Payne Aviation's radar 6 miles west of Alpha Uniform Train.
So if you look up Walhalla Goldfields, you'll find Walhalla. This is old mining town. That's where I grew up. Now we'll go back around, go past the dam, which is one of the main reservoirs for Melbourne, and then we'll go back to Erica, and then go to Maui where I went to school. Maui for life? Nah. Maui moccasins. We're on in Maui with moccasins to shop. Famous for all the wrong reasons. Lots of murders and grisly shit goes on there. But that's life. Gotta be known for something. Rather it not be for the death of children. Or things' heads being thrown through windows, but that's what we got. So this is the Thompson Dam we're coming up on. So there's a really big spillway here. My grandfather was in charge of concreting on said spillway, and the two towers, which you can't see on Flight Simulator because they get rid of certain things, so if terrorists are looking at it to attack it, they can't see actual things. That's the spillway there. In real life there's two big concrete towers right underneath us, and on the island there is some old machinery from when the dam was built. I did a lot of work up here doing clearing in the bush, what they're called, fire breaks, fire breaks and stuff like that on those are an excavator, and just a lot of planning and stuff. Go down here, island. There's your island. We'll go back towards town. Okay, I'm just going to skip forward, otherwise it's going to be watching me for hours. So I'm just going to skip to Erica. We'll fly now. So this will make it a little bit quicker for you. That's where we just came from, and the dam. We'll loop back over.
Is type Beatty Aviation Draco X, 15 miles north of Yankee Kilo, Juliet, Sierra Victor, 6,500 feet, request flight.
So back to Rawson there, my hometown, and Erica. The other half of my phone is. And we're going to go back over to about there, which is where I went to school. Go down, have a closer look at Erica.
Roger, Beatty Aviation, 451.
So lots of spud farms, as you can probably see. And you can probably tell we've done a lot of motorbike riding, before driving. So way over there where we started. Now we're going back to Latrobe Valley. So it took me, I don't know, roughly an hour a day to get to school on the bus. It's 10 to 6, so it's getting dark. In Latrobe Valley right now. So I've actually put it back to right now time. The sun setting. You can see Blue Rock Dam over here. Back to Moondara Dam, back over there. And I was saying about Yule North, it's just over here. We spend a lot of time on the weekends. That's our road we used to take every day to school. Just over here we've got Sandal Brand, and just in this general vicinity another friend, Brennan. Hi Brennan. He grew up just there. I actually grew up in Maui but ended up out there later in the years of high school. Everyone used to ride their motorbikes along this part here. Very popular spot. Lots of trashed cars and whatever else out there. Okay, we can see Lake Narragansett now, which is a cooling lake for Yulon North or Yulon Power Station, which is just there. Oh, we got a friend. Hello. Hello, you want to play computer with me? Hello. Hello. Okay. We're just going to take it down. Put our flaps back down, so that causes a bit of drag. I'll slow us right down. Wheels tell us off, see? Wants us to retract our flaps, but we want them up. So we want to slow right down so we can get a good view of everything. Okay. Back it right down now. Everyone around my area would know Warrabinda Camp is just over here. Everyone went to Warrabinda Camp. We've got Bexbridge Road over here. A lot of friends that lived up there. Hello Steve Baldwin if you're listening. Flaps down again, again, get more speed across here. So you've got TAFE over here. Got a lot of time there. Done my engineering certificate over there. You see the power station in the distance. See the ovals. When Emma and I first got together, we lived right there. Maybe a bit further. Actually, it was directly across from there. Right there, we had an earthquake and the house was rooted. We come across here. Slide right down even further. You can. Yep. So this here was high school. Lawana College, eh? And that is where Emma and I met when we were 12 years old. Who would know that after everything that we've gone through and up, we'll be together now in 2026, we're there in 2009. Go back across this way. The other school, the Bible school was over here, Lavala. I did live in Maui for a couple of years, and I lived just here, right there. That house right there. Go back across here. Visit Newborough, not actually Maui. BP Servo's just here, everyone knows BP Servo. It's called Gums Gully just here. Used to be a tip there, I think. You come back over this way, that's the old hospital, I did a lot of work there too. And I forgot to mention Emma lived right across from the school, about there. Now we're going back into town. And we're now flying over good old Maui. See underneath us, some tennis courts. You see the race course over here. Got the footy over here. Probably mate Woody's playing today. He is the best player on the Maui Lions. Is that right, Woody? I'm just going to say that anyway. Sorry mate, that's not true, but I think it is. See the shops back there. Not sure what that is actually. I know there's a shop, I don't know what shop it is, so let's go back over it. So there's the Vale Street Oval. There's people there playing right now. Hey Woody. So I also lived right there for a bit. Over this side is where I lived for ages. When I kicked out of home, I lived with my mate Jackson, and we lived just over about in this area. Yeah, Macca's up there, new estate in here, and Elizabeth Street School underneath me, and the Bronx of Maui, where I spent a lot of my time. Call it the Bronx, but pretty popular area. A little bit of a turn, head back this way to the race course. Try and get a bit lower for you. We're not going too low because my graphics card won't be able to register anymore and it'll just look like flat mush. We'll go about this height. Try and slow it down a bit more. Okay. Going to fly over town. So you've got the TAB racecourse dinner place, it's called. We go have dinner. We've got Kmart, Coles, Woolies over here, Super Jeep I think. I don't know what's there these days. So the industrial area down here. So that's back to the old hometown. So we'll... Oh, gotta mention Stadium 34, best place in the world. Played lots of basketball there, netball, ice hockey, well not ice hockey, but indoor hockey, inline hockey. The best place. We used to love the roller skating rink from the kids. So we'll fly back over this way towards Geelong North, and I'll just show you around there a little bit as well. Back around here. So we'll head straight for the power station and then we'll go left. Oh, well, actually we'll fly over the car club as well. The hill climb club. If I do suddenly cut out, the camera's overheated, it's got a overheating problem, but I'll put you on 1080p today instead of 5K, so hopefully it won't do that, but you never know. The old rec centre here, so that's the running track, the pool and all sorts of stuff. We've done athletics. I was the Gippsland Athletics Under 18 champion of Victoria. Maybe just Gippsland actually, Gippsland champion. Still, pretty good effort. We went picking now, look at me now. Come back over here. This is called Coach Road. They've all started building stuff on it now. There was nothing on there when I lived there. And the car club's just off to the side. They also have a motocross track at the top. There's the car club. So that's the hill climb track. We have some pictures of me, which I will insert, driving around said track. There's that. And then over here is the motocross track. And where Victoria gets most of its power from, the power station. So believe it or not, the power does come from somewhere, the power station. It doesn't come from thin air, it doesn't come from solar, it comes from the power station. Guys, there's the power station, we have no power, unfortunately. They should build a clean coal power station, yes. Should they get rid of the one they've got now without building a new one? No. But apart from my political beliefs, most people go and do burnouts back there on Coach Road, as mentioned, and people love drifting around here, especially in behind the power station. There's not many copper hours there. But this is the power station. As you can see, they've only got one unit running at the moment. And there's Lake Narracan, the cooling lake. So believe it or not, this whole area here in the background, this big open cart, used to be a town called Geelong. It was a big lovely town, one of the most developed towns in Victoria, or in the Latrobe Valley at least, and they completely demolished it to get the coal. That's how much coal was there. But they demolished the whole town for it. Pretty wild. And this is Geelong North here, so this is what was left of it. That was all Geelong over there. And this is just the north bit that got left. So I spent a lot of time, my weekends here, getting in trouble, sinking piss, playing up. Nowadays, I think it's just full of car thieves. That was Geelong North. One of my best mates, Adam, lived just underneath us here. Spent a lot of time at his place. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, rest in peace, my friend Adam. And then I had another friend, Kane, who lived up on top of the hill here, about there. And as I said earlier, My other friend Jordan is about over there somewhere, and we sort of pointed out sort of rough area where he was, and if you try and go too close to his house, you will be eaten by the crocodile. He does have a crocodile at his house. So thank you for joining me on my tour. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you like and subscribe. Hopefully we weren't too bored. I'm now going to film some drifting on Forza Horizon 5. Let's leave this out with backflip. Backflip complete. Maybe we'll do a couple of barrel rolls too, just to finish it off. And we stacked it. Goodbye.
Welcome to Brody Tries New Things. Brody tries new things. Whoa, Brody tries new things. YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.